Courtroom cover-ups, 5 evidence traps narcissists exploit and how to avoid them. So you think that narcissist has you drowning? Well, I have seen it many times in the courtroom and also in mediation. If you are in some kind of a case or mediation with a narcissist, they try to bury you alive. And so in this video, I'm going to go over all of the traps that narcissists set for you. So stay with me all the way to the end, because the last trap is one that even seasoned lawyers might miss, and it could save you and your case. So welcome, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a U.S. News recognized best lawyer and also the author of Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win, and also the creator of Slay AI, which has been developed for people just like you who are maybe in high conflict negotiations or high conflict cases. And I've helped thousands of people just like you escape and turn chaos into courtroom wins and get that freedom and possibility in life that you are looking for. And I'm sure that you are going to be the one who's next. All right. So if you're new here, hit subscribe and ring that bell, because I drop courtroom tested strategies every single day. And today I'm giving away all kinds of new strategies just for you. So stick around. All right. So why do narcissists love that chaos? Well, because it gives them that high. They love to manipulate you. They love to make you sweat and see you squirm. Winning isn't even the prize. The prize is making you sweat and seeing you squirm. All right. And here's the dirty little secret. Narcissists don't win because they're right. They win because they manipulate the whole system, and judges don't even see it most of the time. And so when courts can't find that signal, everybody drowns in this whole thing. And what do judges normally do? They go, you guys just need to work it out. And then everybody ends up spending way more money, and it just takes forever to get this thing figured out. Here is what ends up happening is you end up feeling like you're drowning. And if that's the case right now, and you're feeling like overwhelmed and you're in this evidence pile, just type drowning if that's you right now. All right, so let's go over the 5 evidence traps that narcissists use and how to crush them. All right, so number 1 is the data dump. So what happens is they upload, gigabytes and gigabytes of random screenshots, hoping the judge won't see the pattern of abuse buried on, page 872. So how do you crush this? You file a motion to limit irrelevant exhibits and present a 1-page index highlighting dates and impact and the statute. Judges love clarity. What you want to do is just say, we have to limit here what is they're going to ask for. We have to limit here what they're going to upload. This can't just be some massive data dump or some massive request. We have to limit this. So that is how you crush that, right? So that's the first trap. The second trap is the selective screenshot syndrome. So if you ever get a 1-line text ripped out of context, narcissists crop the part out that makes them look saintly, right? Have you guys ever seen this before? And this is why I always say to you to use a form of communication that cannot be manipulated. That's why I like email, or if you have a co-parenting situation, to use co-parenting app or something like that, because it's less likely to be manipulated and you can get the whole conversation. So what they do is they will take just the part that they like. The way you crush this is you serve the full thread with metadata and then highlight the missing timestamps in yellow, and that way your judge can notice that. I do want you to get my free Doc the Narc checklist at docthenarc.com. I'll show you exactly how to, what to start documenting. Have you ever met somebody, they started off to be the most charming, charismatic person you've ever met in your life, then they turned out to be your worst nightmare, and then when you go to negotiate with them, they're a living hell? Well, I developed something called the SLAY method of negotiating with narcissists, and it has helped tens of thousands of people in more than 150 countries win, go from feeling drained and defeated to getting the outcomes they want. And the reason why it works is because I spent more than 20 years studying narcissism as a trial attorney, and now I'm here to help you win too, and also take your suffering and turn it into your superpower. Take your pain and turn it into profit, peace, and purpose as a highly specialized, high conflict negotiation coach. If you want to learn how to do it, then just go to RebeccaZung.com/apply, and I will show you how. Which leads me to the next one, which is hearsay hype. Unsigned letters from Aunt Carol or whatever, rumor emails, all inadmissible hearsay. They'll just sit down at their computer and just type something out and then just print it out and go, here, I've got a letter. Over here, they just make stuff up. How do you crush that? You demand sworn statements, or you strike them. Your mantra, if it isn't verified, it's a vapor. All right, so that's the next thing that they do, is they just make stuff up. They just lie. So the next thing is they alter evidence. Okay, altered evidence acrobatics. Digital manipulation is easier than it ever has been in the past. So they make tiny edits, new timestamps, false narratives. So they go in and they manipulate evidence. So what you want to do is get the original file. You need to ask for the chain of custody logs for the particular evidence that you are looking at. This is where my SLAY AI can come into helping you to flag pixel inconsistencies in seconds. The SLAY AI can help you with patterns and inconsistencies. One of the things that SLAY AI can help you with is go, well, you know what? They answered a certain question on an interrogatory that said that they earned a certain amount of money, and then their bank statement showed an inconsistent amount of deposits, and pick up the inconsistencies in their patterns. And so you want to see, geez, there's differences. If you want to look at pixels or chains of custody or different edits, that's where SLAY AI can really help you. Encourage you to go to joinslay.com to check that out. It will help you with looking at those kinds of manipulation patterns. All right, so that's trap number 4. By the way, if you need additional support, I would highly recommend joining my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators at Rebecca Zung. Now, here we are at number 5. Number 5 is that emotional bait and switch. Narcissists weaponize drama, diaries, tearful emails, side accusations, anything to yank the judge into feelings. Oh, what they will do is they will turn things around. This is one of their biggest strategies for manipulation, and make it seem like they are the victim and the other person is the perpetrator. They make so much noise around the other person and make it seem like they are the victim. What they will do is project around something else, re-anchor on relevance. That's how you crush that. Show how each exhibit maps to an element that the court must decide on. You go back to a custody factor or financial misconduct, violation of an order. Facts stay, theatrics die. So you go anchoring back to what matters. You take the fact and you go back to the statute instead of getting lost in the tears or the theatrics. Okay, Your Honor, I see this, but we're here to discuss custody, or we are here to discuss alimony, or we are here to discuss property division, instead of getting lost in the theatrics of the tears and the emotions and all of that. That's what they will do. They will get all caught up in the emotions and the tears and all of that, because they will try to sidetrack on that. But that's a huge one that narcissists do. Going back to, what narcissists do is they will use all of this manipulation, and how you neutralize it is staying true to the fact. Data, not drama, and it comes back to your documentation. And if you keep to the documentation, the judges will be on your side every single time, because that's what judges want to see. If you are so ready, then make sure that you get your Dr. Narc checklist. Summer's right around the corner, and I'm already planning my next getaway. I love using points for travel, and I'm always looking for ways to earn more. Here's a life hack I wish I'd known sooner. When you pay your rent through Bilt, you earn flexible, transferable points and unlock exclusive benefits along the way. Let me explain. There's no cost to join, and when you pay your rent through Bilt, you unlock flexible points that can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, and a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. When you pay your rent through Bilt, you unlock two powerful benefits. First, you earn one of the industry's most valuable points on rent every month, no matter where you live or who your landlord is. Your rent now works for you. Second, you gain access to exclusive neighborhood benefits in your city. Bilt's neighborhood benefits are things like extra points on dining out, complimentary post-workout shakes, free mats or towels at your favorite fitness studios, and unique benefits or experiences that only Bilt members can access. And when you're ready to travel, Bilt points can be converted to your favorite miles and hotel points around the world, meaning that your rent can literally take you places. So if you're not earning points on Bilt rent, my question is, what are you waiting for? Start paying your rent through Bilt and take advantage of your neighborhood benefits by going to joinbilt.com/negotiate. That's JOINBILT.com/negotiate. Make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. That's joinbilt/negotiate to sign up to joinbilt.com/negotiate today. Have you been looking for a natural way to relieve aches or discomfort or stress? CBD gummies from Cornbread Hemp are formulated to work with your body instead of against it. I have really close family members and friends who have dealt with stress or health issues, really severe health issues, and I have seen this work amazing miracles for them. And what I love about their products is that not only does it help relieve discomfort or stress or sleeplessness, but they're actually third-party lab tested and USDA approved, and they're organic, so they ensure safety and purity. And right now, Negotiate Your Best Life podcast listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate at your checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/negotiate and use the code negotiate. If you run a small business, you already know there's nothing small about it. I remember when I first launched my online store at shop.rebeccazung.com, every decision was monumental, from choosing the right tech to keeping things running smoothly. It was all consuming, but what made all the difference was having the right platform that understood the heart, the hustle, and the chaos of building something from the ground up. And that platform was Shopify. Shopify is the commercial platform behind millions of businesses worldwide and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands that are just getting started. I personally use it to run everything at shop.rebeccazung.com, from inventory to payments to analytics. It's all in one place. It even simplifies marketing with built-in tools to run social media and email campaigns so I can attract new customers and keep them coming back. Going global? Shopify's got great tools for that too, in over 150 countries. And if you're selling in person, Shopify's award-winning point of sale connects your online and offline sales in one seamless hub. With 99.99% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet, Shopify makes sure you never miss a sale. Get all the big time stuff for your small business in one place with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/negotiate. Go to shopify.com/negotiate, shopify.com/negotiate. And then if you're really serious about leveling up in your negotiations, watch my next video, which is the #1 mistake people make in negotiations that costs them everything. So watch that video next. And just remember that information is leverage, and leverage is freedom. And when you master the facts, the narcissist fog evaporates, right? And if you haven't subscribed here, make sure you do that, because when you subscribe here, you're choosing power over chaos. And share this with somebody who needs to hear this, all right? So make sure you like it and share it. As always, when you go to slay that bully, you're making a choice to take back your life and live unstoppably. And that is the best power of all. They can't touch you when you do that. No one can touch you when you make that choice. That's true, authentic power, right? So I will see you all in that next video. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life. I'll see you there.